So when your Lexus GX460, Lexus installed something called S mode. And a lot of people think that S mode is some sort of way to turn you or allow you to be some sort of drag racer and manually shift gears and pretend you're in a manual transmission. There's a much more practical use for X mode, and today we're going to explore why Lexus put it there to begin with. Welcome back to the channel. Everybody, subscribers have commented that they wanted further clarification on the X mode in this Lexus GX460. Many people falsely assume that it's some way to turn the car into a drag racer. You know, you take off from a light and manually shift from first, second, third, all the way up to sixth gear and, you know, get this sort of manual transmission mode type of feel. And while you could certainly do that, that's not the primary reason Lexus put it in this vehicle. S mode is basically a way to allow you to have more power, specifically on and off-road. But on-road, it's meant to give you more power going uphill, and it's meant to control your engine braking going downhill. A lot of confusion revolves around how it is engaged and when it should be engaged. Let's just go over the uphill scenario for now. So let's say you're going up to the mountains and you're going up a steep, long grade. If you keep your Lexus GX460 in drive, it'll quickly get to sixth gear, which is overdrive on this car, and it'll kind of lug along when you're going up a long, steep grade. So this is when you would want to engage your S mode. What it will do is drop you down into the next applicable gear, typically fourth gear. And you'll immediately have more power, the RPMs will go up, you'll be in the power band of this vehicle, and you'll have more power and control going up this hill without fear of upshifting too early and losing that power. The thing that I want to emphasize about S mode is that when you engage S mode going up this hill, it's all you have to do is push your shifter over to the left and it'll go in S mode and automatically drop you down into the next safest lowest gear. And again, what I want to emphasize is that you don't have to worry about damaging your transmission, hitting it over into S mode and being in a high gear, or excuse me, a low gear and blowing up the transmission. You don't have to worry about that. Lexus built in basically a fail-safe into this S mode system and the transmission itself that prevents you from doing any type of damaging downshifts or upshifts. So I think a lot of people are afraid to use it because they fear that they can't use it while they're driving, or they're going to hit it over into S mode and be in the wrong gear, and it's going to destroy the transmission, the RPMs are going to shoot up to red line, and the thing's going to blow up. No. The safety mechanisms are already there for you, and it's very intelligent. The system is very smart. If you're driving uphill, lugging yourself uphill, and you feel you need more power, just hit S mode. It's going to drop you down into the next best gear, like I said, fourth gear usually, and you're going to have all of the power. You don't have to worry about misshifting or being in the wrong gear. Just hit it over, and it's immediately going to give you that power that you need. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you know, why not just put your foot down? You know, you need more power. Go ahead and put your foot down on the gas pedal, and you'll immediately get in a a downshift. Well, you can do that. That's certainly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you hit it over to S mode, you'll save about a split second, maybe even a full second, because it'll immediately shift to the next lower gear. You don't have to worry about putting your foot down and coordinating that extra thing you got to do in an automatic transmission to get it to downshift. Just push it over and down it goes. You immediately have the power that you need, but more importantly, you don't have to worry about upshifting. Again, this is for when you're going up these long, steep hills. Now, to many people, depending on where you live, this doesn't apply to you. You got flat roads, but out here, we change elevations quickly from the high desert at 2,000 feet to the low desert at sea level, then up to the mountains. at 8,000 feet. So there's long stretches of ups and downs, which brings me to the next use for S mode, which is going downhill. When you're going downhill, you can use S mode to engine brake. Same idea. You're leaving the mountains and down you go. You see that sign that says for trucks to go into low gear. Well, you can do that too in your Lexus. All you got to do when you're going downhill, instead of riding the brakes, simply hit it in the S mode. Again, the intelligent shifting system in the transmission will take it to the next safest, lowest gear for you to engine brake going downhill. Lexus even states this in the owner's manual, that it is for engine braking when you're going downhill as well. So go ahead and use that. You won't have to ride the brakes because you'll be in the next safest, lowest gear to help you slow down going down the hill. It makes your downhill descent much more enjoyable instead of having that stressful, I got to ride the brakes and the truck wants to get away from me going downhill on a windy stretch. So go ahead and use S mode when you're going downhill too. Now these are on-road features. We also use S mode off-road. So if you do off-road, you can use S mode in 4 high or 4 low. We often use it all the time. In 4 low, you don't have to be in drive in 4 low, whether you're going up or down. Same concept. We can manually select whatever gear you want in 4 low. Let's say you're going down a hill off-road and first gear is just too slow. I'm just crawling too slow. I want to speed it up, but I don't want to go in drive because then it'll get away from me. So what you could do is just in S mode, shift it up to 2nd gear, and then it'll pick up speed. If you're going too slow, you can go into 3rd gear. You can play around with whatever gear you want. But again, my emphasis today is you don't have to be afraid to go out and enjoy S mode. Meaning you don't have to fear that you're going to do transmission damage by going ahead and engaging S mode on the fly. Go ahead and experiment it. Go ahead and experiment with it. Enjoy it. Get out there and have fun. It's there to be used. It's not sport mode like many people might think it is. It's S mode. Lexus doesn't really say what that is, but I'm guessing it's shift mode. But it's really good both on and off-road, and it'll make your driving experience that much more comfortable. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.